Ah, family dinners. In your mind, maybe they're filled with laughter, delicious food, and true connection. But the reality might be somewhat different. So often in families, dinner is characterized by squirmy kids who won't sit, don't want to eat, and would rather be playing. Parents may nag, bribe, or punish, and certainly get frustrated after a long day of work and spending time preparing a nice meal. We bring so many hopes to our family dinner, and when it doesn't meet our expectations, it can be a great disappointment. So what can you do? Welcome to creating an enjoyable family dinner. Hi, I'm Jennifer Miller, author of Confident Parents, Confident Kids, and expert contributor to NBC Universal's Parent Toolkit. For 20 years, I have worked with adults to help them become more effective in promoting children's success through social and emotional learning, teaching essential life skills in self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. I have 3 specific suggestions to implement in preparation for an enjoyable dinner. First, set boundaries and clear expectations for behavior at dinner for all members at a time when you're not at the table. Write them down in clear, brief language. Frame them in the positive, what to do, not what not to do. For example, bring your whole self to the meal and each other. Then discuss what that means, such as turning cell phones off. Also, discuss the words to use when you don't like something. Yuck, blech, phooey are not okay. The cook who has worked so hard on a meal doesn't deserve that. So offer language you want children to use instead. I don't like that vegetable is a much better option. Children are likely going to express their distaste at some point. So what language can they use that's acceptable to you? Also, involve children in the whole process of getting a meal on the table. Talk about yummy foods, plan, shop, prepare, and clean up together. Children will feel a sense of ownership over a meal they've been directly involved with. Select one part of the dinner process one time a week, since it will add extra time. You may notice your child enjoying the time spent with you and demonstrating pride in the meal he helped create. Now take a moment to connect before sitting down. We found ourselves rushing to the table breathless when we sat down. Instead, now we look for ways to briefly connect with our son. We touch his shoulder, get down and look at what he's building on the floor. It only takes 1 minute, but it can set the tone for a calmer, more enjoyable dinner. Okay, now for the main event. Here are 5 steps you can take during your family meal. First, give thanks. You don't need to be a religious family to appreciate what you have. Take a moment before eating to express gratitude for each other, the day you've had, the good food and drink before you, and the people who put time and energy into shopping for, preparing, and planning the meal. This can also help children learn about and appreciate where food comes from originally and how it ends up on our tables. It can help each individual be more present while eating together. Now, focus on being together for a time. Sure, children can have short attention spans, so set a timer or point at a time to children on the clock for them to be with you at the table. For example, we set it for 10 minutes when our son was 5 years old. Give them the responsibility of knowing when their time is up. Our son liked to prove that he could stay longer than the timer, and we loved his presence. This gives the child a sense of control and helps prevent a power struggle over sitting at the table. Now, let go of worries about what is eaten. Make sure that the nutrients you care about your child getting are spread throughout the day. Then let go of your worries about finishing food. Serve small quantities that are more likely to get eaten. Don't bribe with treats or pressure a child to eat a particular item. This can start a power struggle, and the child's goal changes from being at dinner with you to winning a war of resistance. Why start the battle? You want to raise a child that's in tune with her own body, to to know when she's full or when something tastes wrong to her. You also want children to simply enjoy the reward of being together as a family. Now, be sure and speak kid language. And then, when they go to play after their time is up, you can connect with your partner on adult issues. Talking about adult issues is like speaking a foreign language only you and your partner know. Kids cannot understand or participate, so of course they're going to get squirmy. Focus on topics of interest to your kids. If you ask, "How was your day?" you may get a fine followed by silence. Lead off with a statement about something you know they did that day. "I saw Michael on the playground today. That's so fun you got to see him." Enter into a conversation about the child's life without putting him on the spot and see what emerges. Now, give reminders and reinforcements for good manners. When you're concerned about manners, using a fork, not using fingers, for example, it's best to give an encouraging reminder just before you're seated at the table with the whole family. If you need to remind during dinner, make it quiet and direct. He will learn through your modeling and reminders, but making a big deal of it can turn into another power struggle. Also, be sure and notice when your child does something well. "I notice you put your napkin on your lap. Terrific." Try out these practical steps and you'll find yourself actually enjoying a family dinner. I have many more strategies for promoting social and emotional skills in family life, so watch for my next video coming out very soon. If you like this video, please click like on the Facebook link below, and even more importantly, please leave a comment below. Do you see this working with your family? What strategies will you try? Do you have other ideas for what works in creating an enjoyable family dinner? With your participation in this dialogue, we can enrich each other's family lives. Together, we can become confident parents raising confident kids.